Welcome back.
Water break time, intermission.
Welcome back to the Daydreamer podcast with your host. Oh no, sorry. The show where we talk about dreams and sometimes we talk about memes. I'm your host, as always, the former champion of Cedarbrook Middle School Geography B. In the flesh himself, Guy SL. They never gave me my trophy. And then the school shut down because it had mold.
What was the school's name?
Cedarbrook. Well, it exists now. It's a new building. Is this too close to my mouth? Probably is. I'm going to stop yelling at it. With me today, I've got a nice, beautiful guest here. Sorry about that. Stand-up comedian and future Miami club owner.
Whoa.
Mr. London Duran, thank you for joining me in your own place.
Oh, thank you.
This is not my house.
We are on my couch. I walked a long way. What's up, baby? How we feeling?
Yeah, we're at Casa Duran, the OG, the original.
OG, dude. This is where we had the shows. This is where I've done like naked yoga, had shows, and then now we're here, dude. And then now we're here.
What is the craziest thing you've done in this place? Because you've done arguably one of the craziest things in a house, in an apartment, in a house too.
In
a place of living.
It was definitely easier to get people to come to the show when I said it was a house, and then they showed up and they were like "There's only one bathroom here." What do you mean?
This is like a room and a half with a bathroom. I don't know. What is this? Technically, I don't know. I've never lived in an apartment.
It's a one bedroom.
It's a one bedroom. All right.
Yeah.
If you were to market this place, if you had to sell.
Yeah, I remember my friend came over and he like looked up at that small space between.
Yeah, you don't even have a full wall.
All right, but relax. He was like, "This is a studio."
I was like, "All right, that's what this is. Totally a studio."
No, yeah. No, thanks for loving my place, man.
No, I love it here. This is awesome. I've got some fond memories of this place.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I can't say for a lot of people.
You were on the first show.
I know the first Casa Duran show back in over a year ago now.
Over a year, yeah.
That's crazy.
Year and 3 months.
Year and change. Yeah, and it was one of my favorite shows because it was nice and intimate. I like being nice and intimate. You know, I like to be able to touch the audience.
Nah, for real. I like being, I think it was so cool. Yeah, I like to touch. I think it was super cool that it was super intimate until towards the end, like there were people like trying to sell me shrooms and shit at my, and I was like, come on. I was like, I don't even know who you are, Pops. I was like, we gotta take this elsewhere. Yeah, that email you got from your landlord saying, I don't know what this is, but it has to stop. It's one of the funniest things I've heard to me. It's like, they just in disbelief. Like, I don't know. It never went through their head that someone was going to host a show here. Yeah. And you defied that logic. You said, you know what? This place deserves entertainment. Straight up. And I like double check too, right? I like looked at the lease. Yeah. They were like, you can have events, you can have parties, gatherings. And poetry gatherings. I was like,
poetry gatherings.
Yeah, they had like poetry groups upstairs.
Yeah, you could. So that means they've had problems with the poetry. They've had problems with the poetry groups upstairs. If they have to include the rule, in the thing is like gatherings for poetry, gatherings for sex. Like next is going to be just a list of orgies. You should check the thing again. It's probably going to say. No stand-up comedy shows in the fine writing now. But wait, what is this show again? Oh, Daydreamer. Let me ask you about your dreams and not your aspirations in life. However, I did just come up with this question because people get so confused about what this show's about. And as we saw earlier, can't even find this fucking show. We looked up Daydreamer. There's a Turkish show called Daydreamer with way more video views than mine, so we're getting washed out of the system. But the question that I had before I got on a weed tangent, what do you think, what can you remember the earliest, like, when someone asked you what you wanted to be, what was like your first answer as a kid?
I think it was I think at that time it was just like whatever my dad is. I think it was just like whatever he's doing. You know, it's like whatever he's doing right now.
Whatever he's doing right now. Would that change?
Yeah. yeah.
That wasn't consistent.
Isn't that crazy? Right? It's like growing up. It's like that's my dream. That's my dream. Oh shit!
Your dad just jumped around from job to job and stuff.
No. He kind of bro. He was like running a bunch of companies there. You know, in Miami, running a bunch of things. Like you know. Yeah. That was like the dream. It was
he
like,
wore many hats.
Wore many hats.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whatever hat this month was, it was like I want to be that.
Yeah. You know.
What's one of the hats?
Nah, he did a bunch. He like ran when we were younger, like these like crystal type Oriental like art vendor type shops where people would come in his warehouse and throw
like East meets West type stores in the mall.
Yeah.
Oh,
basically. They'd have like incense and shit, and crystals, and and then he moved over to like the medical field, and then that's how he ended up in jail, dude. Hell yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. Oh, damn. Damn. So yeah. So what? Okay, when you were able to form your own identity, then what? What were you like? I want to be this.
Always some type of entertainer.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
A DJ probably was the one.
Yeah, I was.
You know?
I picture you'd fit in perfectly as like a strip club DJ. Let's go, party people!
It's like the worst.
It's 5 a.m. Get it out.
Get your dollars out at the ATM right there.
Take your dollars out, not your dongers out.
How about you?
I think the earliest thing I wanted to be was an astronaut. Yeah, I like space a lot, or a pilot. Something I love planes and stuff. So I was like, big thing.
What made you kind of not end up moving into a field like that?
Well, one, my vision is bad. Two, it's expensive to learn how to fly a plane. I was gonna also maybe be like an aerospace engineer, like when I had, confidence in my schooling ability. And then in college, I was like, oh, this is hard. I don't want to do this anymore. And then I switched to education because I was like, well, I can talk to people in like an explaining kind of way. I can explain things pretty well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just confirming that. So
I was able to understand what this podcast is about.
All right, good.
Daydreams, baby. Come on.
There you go. Well, actually,
not daydreams.
They're at night mostly.
Night dreams?
Do you daydream like? Do you doze off like in school? Did you have like ADHD or?
Yeah, definitely.
I think like all comics have. All comics are artistic. Artistic and autistic. I fucking slurred that up.
A little more Thursday.
The line is blurry.
Yeah.
It's a very blurry, wide line between autistic and artistic, but
it's all the same thing, though.
It is. I think so. I think like a lot of famous artists are probably autistic. Well, autism is such a broad and. I mean, it's everybody.
Yeah.
Dude, like, did you have a grandpa that collected trains, had a train basement, like a room in the basement just for trains? That's autism, baby. Oh, that's autism, baby. Damn it.
Now, my grandparents were, like, super into, I feel like that's every grandparent with, like, the china with the shelf with, like, the old plates. And they're like, oh, these are, like, very nice plates. We could never use them. And it's like, Grandma, like, give me that fucking plate, bro.
Give me that plate. Why do you have it? Why would they show dishware that we would never use?
Isn't that crazy?
It's like, hey, we can afford nice things, kind of, but like the nice thing you're showing off is silverware, dishware. look at my expensive dishware, not as opposed to my shitty car in my driveway.
Yeah.
So you wanted to be a entertainer. I also did want to be an entertainer, but like before I realized entertaining could be like a job, space or flying. I like flying.
Are you still interested in space? Like, do you still? Like
I still like space and stuff. I have a tattoo for space.
What is it? Oh, damn!
It's the satellite solar system. The solar system. But I gotta get it.
Wait, what's the line? What is this line there?
It's supposed to be the sun because I was a big space nerd. So the sun size compared to the shapes, it'd be like a giant. I'd have like a giant black tit.
Yeah.
If I went like how.
Like the actual
the actual size comparison. So I was like, I'll just do a line because I don't have a lot of money, and also I don't want a black tit.
Yes,
but I'm gonna have to like change it up so it's like a curve at least. It was only like I don't know.
What if you say it's the sun is the sun, dog? Come on.
Some people think it's like someone asked me if I had like not a stoma, maybe a stoma, but like some sort of medical procedure that it was like that. And I was like, no, that's just bad artistic choice. I mean, the whole tattoo was only like $70, so I was like, nice.
What did the artist say? Were they like, hey, dude, what is this? Or nah?
I know he liked it.
Yeah.
You know,
I was gonna say I fuck with him. Bro.
Yeah,
it looks tough.
I designed it myself. I design all my tattoos myself. I'm very big on drawing my own shit, so I don't have to pay anybody else.
When did you get into that? Like just drawing?
Creative. I think I was always creative, but drawing, I like probably like first or second grade, like after school. Like, do you ever have like aftercare?
Yeah.
Yeah. So whenever the drawing thing came, whenever like markers and paper came out, I was like, I'm gonna fucking draw. And like over time, like it got better because there was this one kid in my class who could draw like manga style, and I was like so jealous. I would like watch him like furiously study how he does it because I didn't have like formal training until I was like in college, so it was all kind of like self-taught, just copying what I saw and what I liked and just trying to see if I could do that with my hands.
Yeah. Wait, so you actually like studied art in college?
A little bit, yeah. Well, I'm a graphic design major, technically, kind of. I have 3 majors. We don't have to get into it.
Yeah,
but I do
graphic design major. What were the other ones? You can say them quick.
Not socialism, sociology, and Asian studies.
Asian, so wow.
But it's because because like I transferred from Montco to Penn State, so like my credits transferred, and I didn't want to be a teacher anymore because that sucked. So I was like, let me try art, and then like so having to finagle all the credits that I had into like other things that would work. It ended up being like, so they have this program called the Letters, Arts, and Sciences program. So it's a degree where you choose like 3 mini majors, and like you have to write a report about how it all coalesces and makes and like what you want to do with it. So my senior project is a board game.
Oh shit!
Which has nothing to do with
socialization. No,
sociology, socialism, and Gambala.
Wait, that's badass. Though.
And Asian stuff. Yeah, no Asians involved in this board game.
No Asians.
No Asians.
No Asians strictly, or any culture.
No, I don't know. No, the reason the Asian studies is because I took Japanese in Montco, and I was like, oh, because I didn't do a language in high school like you're supposed to, so you don't do it in college. But I was dumb. And I hated French, so I was like, fuck French in high school. And then I was like, that's a problem for Future Guy. And now I'm Future Guy. Well, I was Future Guy. Future Guy was in the past. I finished my Japanese credits in Montco, and it transferred because they had a Japanese program, and I didn't want to learn other languages. I would have done Hebrew if they offered it because I was bad at Hebrew. But how much time we gone? We've been going on
Hebrew.
But they didn't offer Hebrew, so I was like, fuck it, I watch anime. Japanese it is. Hey. Did 2 semesters, got the credits, transferred, and then I met with the Japanese professor in Penn State, and he was like, yeah, so here's the thing. So all of that you learned, we cover that in the first semester. So there's a whole second semester that you didn't learn to be on par with our program. So I was like, fuck. And I was like, let me just take the tests. I think I'm good. Bombed. Bombed. Did not get good at all. And so I was like, fuck, I can't do Japanese again. So I did Spanish over the summer.
I feel like that's always the easy one.
At that point, I was like, fuck it, I just need the credits. So I did Spanish in 1.5 semesters, basically, because I did it for summer as well. And I don't know any of it now, but I did it. So I solved that problem from past guy to future guy to fuck you, child me. Why did you do this to me? Why did me do this to me? I hate this.
Yeah. But have you ever thought about like taking the art in like a business type thing? Like, what do you do for work? Are you a graphic designer now?
No, I just got a job at Whole Foods.
Oh, that's
I mean, not bleep that out, guy. I don't want people to know.
Shit. Yeah, throw that out.
I mean, not the name of it.
The guy at the nearest Whole Foods, baby.
Yeah, just go to your Whole Foods. You might find me. Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, if you want a fresh fillet, my guy will slice you up.
Yeah, fish. Seafood department.
Yeah, what's your favorite fish, dog? What do they got?
They got a lot of.
They got fish. Some grouper and shit. They got everything.
Yeah, grouper. Apparently, oysters are good there. Apparently, from what I told, it was literally my first day today, and I was just doing onboarding shit, so I didn't do anything. Yeah, oysters. I like salmon.
Ooh, I'm a fan of salmon.
Shrimp. I like a good shrimp. Crab's good. I'm getting into crab lately.
Wait, now, when did they tell you that you're going to be ready to fucking,
I think they're going to have me up. I think tomorrow.
Oh,
they were like, yes, if I do the onboarding, they're like, all right, we'll be on the floor tomorrow. I was like, cool. Chop some shit up. But what do I want to do with it? Oh, the board game event. Hopefully, I can. The thing with the thing with the board game is if I can design it and make it so that it can be like marketable, like present it to a publisher, a board game publisher. Ideally, that's the goal, is like to have them publish like a marketed or a retailed version of the game, and then I get money.
That'd be so sick. What's the name of the game?
Well, it's not finished.
Oh, we can't. Yeah, we can't say that.
Well, it's just it's also like 40% complete. I mean, like I have a bunch of pieces and stuff, but I didn't figure out a way to like actually play the game.
Oh, so. But if there's a type game that this is similar to,
okay, so it's based off. You know, Settlers of Catan?
I do not.
All right. Well,
I've heard of it though.
It's got like the hex pieces, those hexagon pieces, you know. So I liked that game a lot. It was my favorite game, and I hate it a lot also because I've been playing it so much that I realize all the flaws of it, and I'm like, I want a better one of this. So that's what it's based off of. But instead of hexes, I mean, it's triangles. Triangles are hexes if you put them together. That's math. That's geometry. Yeah, I didn't want to be an engineer anymore because calculus. I failed. Oh, that's why I failed Calc 2 twice, and I was like, "This is not going to go well for me if I keep doing this." So education, because I'm not that smart apparently, and then after education, art because yeah.
Oh yeah. Shout out to art. Yeah, dude. That's what. Yeah, for me.
But the art's so much more fun and so much more fulfilling for me, I think.
I feel like it's just.
And there's reasons, and there's ways
to be a little more free than.
Oh yeah. I like just getting a project and being like, "Here's your parameters. Make something cool with it." I'm like, "Yes,
yeah,
I'll do that. I can do that." So
it like English. You know what I'm saying? Now, even with
Ling, come here.
No, I was gonna say even with like English class, Norbit.
Yeah, I just watched that for the first time like a month ago because I'd seen clips of it my whole life, but I was like, so I thought I had seen it, but I didn't actually see the whole thing, and I was like, this movie's hilarious. And also, Eddie Murphy gets away with doing yellowface? ?
Yeah, he was doing that shit all.
That's full on yellowface. That's full on Robert Downey Jr. Tropic Thunder, but just the other way around, kind of almost.
Tropic Thunder.
Bleep that guy. Yeah, I love Tropic Thunder. Oh my god,
Tropic.
So my girlfriend's little sister is doing a report on Robert Downey Jr., like a life biography report, and she's like, "Can I read it out to you just to make sure it's right?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And she reads it out, and then she like skips over the fact that he did Tropic Thunder. I was like, whoa, you got to include the fact that this man got away with blackface in 2012, 10, and no one talks about it. And we all acknowledge that it was great enough that like we'll keep it in. And she's like, I don't know this movie. I was like, you need to watch this movie and include it in your essay. Otherwise, I would have failed you because that is the key point of his life. Forget the drugs. Forget Iron Man. This man did blackface. And it was...
And everyone's like, that's the greatest comedy out there. I love that shit.
And
that's one of the favorites.
We didn't even get to like your actual dreams.
Yeah.
So... 2 common questions I ask all my guests. What is the most recent dream that you had? I saw that. The most recent dream you had that you still remember, that you still think of?
That I still think of?
Like one that's like kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Your last big one, maybe, I guess is a way to phrase it. If that's too difficult, the next question is, what's a recurring dream that you have often?
Yeah, I don't know if I've been smoking too much weed, but dude, I haven't. Your boy hasn't dreamed in a minute. I don't know if I've been sleeping too good or what, but let me try to think, dog, of my last dream.
Do you remember dreams from like when you were a kid?
Yeah.
All right, well, what's one of those?
I used to have a lot of like fucking kidnap dreams, you know, where bulls would break into the crib and shit.
You
and
I would have
to bus missing, be on the floor rolling around and shit. Fucking.
Like when you were asleep, not like a daydream?
Nah. When I was sleeping. Wake up in panic, like, oh fuck, people are here breaking in and shit.
Oh, that's crazy. Why?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Yeah. Were you attempted a kidnapping? Were you an attempted kid? Did you nap as a kid?
I took many naps, but never got kidnapped.
Did you like naps as a kid?
I love naps, yeah. I felt, dude. I probably got to go see a doctor because anytime I sat down, I would just fucking fall asleep. You know?
Oh, he might be overworked, exerted.
That's what everybody.
That's a good word. That's a good word.
Nah, we be sleeping good though. We be sleeping good.
You're a good sleeper.
I am.
All right, that's
I would like to think so.
Do you have trouble falling asleep? No, you just said you don't. You just lay down, you fall asleep.
I fall asleep, yeah.
Fuck. So the weed's good in that aspect.
Yeah, but then you don't dream too much, right? But then when you do dream, like if I like, because of course I don't fucking smoke every night, right?
Yeah. Fucking.
Nah, but yeah. I think. Okay, so the last dream I had, I'm pretty sure
My mustache is sweating.
Also got kidnapped. Nah, should I turn the AC on? You huh?
No, my mustache just sweats. It's a signal that I'm ready to mate. What? That worked out better in my head.
Yeah, I like when it drips too, dude. It looks.
Does your mustache sweat?
Yo, nah, not really. I kind of get
maybe I need to see a doctor
though.
Oh.
So I think the mustache is better.
I don't know. I think
it
you get
adds
wet lips at some point. Somewhere just during the day, like.
Damn, yeah. Do you shave this up here? Or does that shit just?
I pluck it sometimes. I shave it
For
a little
real?
bit.
You pluck it?
Yeah, because there's only a little bit, and I like the sensation.
Yo, there's no
I
way.
like the fight.
Nah, that's some shit, bro. That shit hurts. That means you like.
No, it hurts good. I think I do. I mean, don't you like popping pimples?
Yeah, sure. I don't like
painful ones.
Yeah, I don't like to tell people that, but yeah, if anybody wants to pop their pimples.
Yeah, no, I think it's fun. There's a lot of people that have that fucking like pop sensation of like, oh, I want to fucking. They make toys out of that. Of like, you can pop like the pus out of toys, and I'm like, huh, but I want it. Give it to me. But like, also it's gross, but also it hurts. It hurts good. I think I do like pain sometimes. Like I like electrocuting myself.
How do you do that? Do you have like those old candy gum things that you can just like
you know those shockers when you handshake someone and like it buzzes? I like those. I like licking batteries. I like licking double D's, double A's.
Double A is nice.
D batteries. No, not double. Yeah, D batteries.
Yeah.
8 volt, 9 volt, 9 volts. The brick. I like licking the brick. It feels nice. It's like I tried doing that to stop smoking. Actually,
like a battery.
Like a battery.
Who the fuck told you that was like?
I know what I was. I told myself I was like, this is a pleasant thing I can do with my mouth instead of smoking. You know, the oral fixation part of it. I mean, I'm fucking.
Is this a serious thing? You actually fuck with batteries in your tongue?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I had them for like a good while.
Which is the best type of battery? Like, which one? Like, it's different.
No, I think you can only do the D batteries because the two leads are on the one end. You can't lick a double A because the leads are on the opposite ends unless you've got like a really long tongue or something. Yeah. That's crazy. Ooh, you know how some people have long tongues? I want to find someone like that and give them a. Give him
3 AAA batteries just for you, baby. I don't know if you were thinking about this or not, but I need to show you something.
Can you lick both ends of this battery at once?
I promise you'll feel good.
Yeah. I'll show you a nice time. Just pull out a battery.
Do you smoke cigarettes? Oh, I got you. And you have a long tongue? This is the perfect candidate.
Do you want to quit smoking and you have a long tongue? Also, do you mind getting electrocuted? If so, I have this perfect solution for you. It's a battery.
Battery. You can't tell anybody we're doing this project. No, dude.
Yeah.
So did you, now I'm curious about this tongue licking battery thing. Did you learn this from the internet or you were literally...
I mean, there's a thing. I think that was like a thing that people like would convince their friend to do. Like, hey, lick this battery. Like when you're like bored kid.
Yeah.
And it shocks you. But I liked it.
Nice.
I like there's like the shock that's like a prank. People shocking
with the shock each other and shit.
Yeah, the shock like the pen, the strip of gum, that fake strip of gum.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I almost got suspended from fucking school for that, dude.
You had one of them?
The little gum thing? Yeah, the little gum thing. I did it to
give it to one of the teachers, probably?
Nah, it was to like this other student. And
they suspended you for that?
Yeah, it was way bad.
Wow.
Just because of the type of student it was.
Oh, were you a naughty boy?
Nah, I wasn't. I was well behaved.
Oh, so this was like shocking behavior for you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yo, are you a haunted house guy? Do you fuck with like
a content house?
Haunted house.
Haunted house.
And content house?
No, I don't like getting scared. I hate getting scared. I like getting shocked.
You like getting shocked?
I don't like scared movies.
But you don't like being electric.
No, I like being electrocuted. Yeah. Oh, here's another reason why I liked it. Wait,
this dog. I'm glad I'm getting to know you today, dog.
Oh no, this is all it's an interview.
Hell yeah.
Get to know your friend. That was the thing. The dreams, because I could ask anybody about their dreams to get to know them. Yeah. And it's working, I think.
What are some dreams you've had so I can see if I can brainstorm?
Buddy, what did I just have? I had a dream last night. I don't remember like full dreams now. I remember just like chunks of them now. But like for a while, like because in high school, waking up early, and I would dream a lot. You know, taking the bus to school, I had a lot of kind of not really awake time. Didn't it just fall? So you know, like while you're kind of half asleep, just like you're on the bus, you kind of just like close your eyes and kind of sleep it a little more just to remember it. So that's why I was big into dreams. I was like, these dreams are awesome and so much better than my fucking middle school life. I get to like fly and shit. Yeah, the dream I had last night, the part that I remember was there's a guy I know from doing open mics who's like a musician. Very nice guy. He's got a very unique sense of style. And so
he's a Philly guy?
Like kind of like Northeast.
Northeast,
yeah. He's a musician. Yeah. He's got a very like kind of like regal attire usually. So I had a dream that he like ran like a very ornate jewelry store in like a mansion.
Yo, this specific guy.
Damn,
that's wild. And
like it made perfect sense in the dream that I was like, oh yeah, this was your day job. I don't know what his day job is, but like it's my music. That much I know.
Yeah, I love when that happens. And do you talk to him often, or is not even like?
What if I see him? Because I saw him doing like, you know, just like everything mics. So like just music and kind of like from my area, from my hometown. So I know him from there, but I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, but I like seeing him.
Yeah.
So that was the last dream. But dreams I have often are like of school or of travel. So like being late to travel, like being late to the plane, being late to the train, being late to the school bus picking me up, like not finding my car in the parking lot.
Yeah, that's the worst.
At the high school, forgetting whether or not I drove to the school or took the bus to school. So I'm like, do I get on the bus or do I find my car? Even though in my real life, when I had my car, I drove only. I never took the bus. So I was like, why is this in my brain now? 15 years later, 10 years later.
Yeah, it's funny. Are you usually like late? Or are you that guy?
No, I'm afraid of being late. I hate being late. It's my least favorite feeling in the world. Because I hate feeling like everyone else knows something besides me. Because like joining in late, like everyone already knows something. Like, and I hate the feeling of like everyone knowing something and me not. You know, so being late was always that. Like the best example of this was when I was a kid. I did like tennis lessons. And one day we were late to the lesson, like 5 minutes, not even. And I was so mad that I was late. I was like, no, they all know something, that I didn't join the lesson. And I just like would play tennis with like just hit the ball back and forth with my dad on the side. Instead of joining the lesson, I was like, I like threw a tantrum. I was like, I'm not doing this. I cannot join them. They know something. They know something and I don't. Yeah. And I was like, fuck it, I'm doing my own thing. And so that's the epitome of that feeling for me of being late. So we just had a nice therapy session just now about my biggest fear is being late from a fucking tennis lesson.
Being late.
So that's why all of my dreams are stressful. Or also, like driving is a big one now. Especially like I think I get like stressed out from driving like long distances. Like in my dream, I'm always like driving on the highway north an hour. And then I have to get back, and I'm like, "Fuck! Where's the exit? Which exit do I take?" So it's always that. It's that decision making of like,
Yeah, I think we need to get you, Doug. I think we need to get you an alarm clock and
I hate the alarm clock.
Yes, baby.
No, I know how to get places. That's the thing. I do these things to prevent it, but in my head, it's like, hey, remember why you do this shit? Because this could happen.
Because this is terrible.
This could happen. And it's like, it's not happening. I'm doing very good. I'm not doing it. I'm not making it happen. Oh, my phone dropped. That's what that was.
Dude, I'm trying to think. What are some dreams that I've had? And I'm like, damn, dude, what the fuck? I don't think I've dreamed in a little minute.
A little minute. Little minute. You say hot minute?
No, not really.
Oh, I love that phrase. In a hot minute. A hot minute. It's going to take a hot minute. School was fun, I think. I liked school, but it was also stressful. Very stressful. Like being late to class. That's another dream I have.
And you take the bus to school, or would you?
I would take the bus to school, every year until senior year when I got a car.
When you got a car,
yeah. Nice. So, I mean, I've been late for the bus a few times, but it's like when you hit that moment of like, oh shit, and then you have to go back and be like, I missed the bus. Well, the big thing was actually because my parents would work They would both work, and then they would usually have to leave the house before me sometimes at certain points. So, like, if I missed the bus, I'm fucked.
Damn.
I would have to walk to school.
So you just showed the crib until the bus?
No, so I had to so I was very stressed out about, like, missing the bus, so I'd always be ready.
Yeah. And what, they picked you up, like, outside of your house?
No, it was like, kind of. It's like maybe 2 blocks down, but in middle school, it was like 5 or 6. It was like way too far down for no reason. And that's probably when it developed, actually. You know what? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now. This is why I have this podcast, to figure out why am I so stressed? Yeah, it's because through elementary school, it was right outside my house. But in middle school, that next school... 6.
That shit. That shit's crazy. See, I never even took in the bus like when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But do they tell you a specific time they're gonna be there?
Yeah.
Oh,
every year at the end of the summer, you get a letter from the school, like, because they know you're on the bus like line on the route. They tell you what the number is, where to meet, like what corner. They say specifically like what corner of these streets. And, like, what time it's going to show up.
Ah, nice.
And so the first week is always stressful because the buses never meet that quota. They're always, like, because everyone's getting adjusted to everything. So I would get stressed. I was like, it's not here on the time. It's not here on the... And I had watches a lot as a kid all the time. So I was like, it's not here. It's not here.
Were your parents like that? Is that
No,
what you got
it's not
like,
that. My dad is totally not stressed out about it. My mom may be a little bit more stressed out because she took the train, but my dad would drive. So she had to make sure. Maybe it's her. It's always her. It's always my mother. Oh, that's gonna get clipped. It's always her. It's always her.
Nah, that's.
But yeah, definitely.
And you gotta pay for the bus. It's probably a stupid.
The school
question.
bus, no.
The school, no.
If it's a public school, no. Maybe a private school. Yeah, I think for a private school, you have to get a specific like. Yeah, there's certain services, I think, like a short bus type deal or a van.
Yeah, that's what they had in this one school that I went to way back, but then I...
Yeah, you grew up in Miami, right?
In Miami, yeah.
Yeah, so how's school in Florida like?
It's cool. There's a cool little mix of, like, public and private schools.
Yeah.
But usually, like, down south, there's a ton of private schools, to be honest.
Okay.
A lot of, like, Catholic schools everywhere.
Right. Yeah, I think the area I grew up was kind of like 50-50, a lot of, like, half private, half public. And, yeah, very Catholic-y.
Yeah,
private.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, like, comics that I know. Like, a bunch of my comic friends that, like, all went to Catholic school. Pretty much.
Yeah, I did my whole, like, first part of my life, and then I transferred to public school, like, probably junior year.
Of high school. Oh, shit. That's a time.
Yeah.
I always felt bad for kids that came into high school. Like, that they first moved in there and then they stuck it out. Because, like, you know, we grew up together, basically.
Yeah, no, definitely.
If you're from the area for a while.
Yeah, the school I went to was pretty big, so it kind of... It was very easy to, like, blend in because there was no way you knew everybody.
Yeah.
Ways, you know?
How many people?
I think like 3,000 or something.
3,000?
Yeah, it was
shit.
Is that... Yeah.
That's pretty...
Like 400 per class, 500 per class or something.
400 yeah. How many kids were, like, in a class, like, classroom?
I think there was, like, one grade before us had, like, 600-700 kids in their class.
Shit. Damn.
Yeah,
I think my school was, like, 1,200. Yeah, like 300 per class, I think it was. Damn, so yeah, like, that's twice. Yeah. I mean, definitely in high school, I didn't know probably a quarter of the people at any given year.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, but that's still big, though. 1,200.
Yeah, it's not small, but it's definitely like you feel a lot of you know a good enough amount of people. Mm-hmm. So like where you can.
And where was this at?
Cheltenham.
Oh shit,
Cheltenham.
Wait, yo, did you go to school with Harley?
Yeah, well, I think we went to the same school. When did he graduate? I don't know if we went at the same time.
He's 30.
He's 30?
Yeah, he's 30.
I might have. Maybe, yeah.
Because you're what, 28, right?
I'm 27.
27.
So, yeah. Maybe... Oh, he might have been like a senior when I was a junior. When I was a freshman. I didn't know anybody as a freshman, let alone a senior. I knew like 2 seniors, and they were like 2 girls from my ceramics class. That was it.
Yo, when did you get into comedy?
Like, when did I like start doing it, or like when did I like it?
When did you like get the idea of this is something you want to do. Yeah,
young, like 8. I remember.
Oh wow!
Because I always wanted to be funny. My dad's very funny, and I also wanted to be like an entertainer. I liked the center of attention. You know, when you can choose it, type deal, like a stage. And whenever there's a stage, I wanted to get on. I was like, yeah, I want to do that. I want to be funny. I like jokes. But the first time I saw that that was a profession was when I was 8. I saw Bill Cosby himself, the special, and it was super funny. And I got it a bit too. And so my parents put it on. It was at we were in some cabin in the woods or something, and they had a VHS of that. And I saw that, and I was dying laughing, even though I didn't really understand what he was talking about. But I noticed my parents were dying, and that was the first time I'd seen that. And I was like, oh, I want to do that. I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to do that. So Bill Cosby. And then later I saw another special a couple of years later. Jim Brewer, you know Jim Brewer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw his special, one of his specials on YouTube back when everyone would just chop up clips from some other streaming site, or not even streaming site, just from wherever, and then just chop it up into parts. You ever do that? Just watch a show and some show episode 3 part 1, part 2, part 3 because to avoid the censors or whatever. So I saw one of those, and I loved it. And I was like, oh, okay, this is a job. And I was like, I want to do that. Yeah. But in the back of my mind, because I knew it was only one in however many people do it. Yeah. So I was like, pipe dream, I'll be an engineer, whatever. Planes.
And then when did you start? You said...
When did I start doing it? A year and a half ago. February 20th, 2023.
23, nice.
The first open mic comedy open mic I went to.
Squire?
Sweeney's. Yeah. Yeah, Squires was next door.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's where I first saw you two. At Sweeney's, I think. Sweeney's. Yeah. What a wild time.
That was a minute ago, yeah.
That was a hot minute ago.
Yeah.
That was a year ago.
Minute. Yeah.
What? Hot minute, baby.
One hot minute. I'm gonna grab another beer. You want
one? I'll finish this one. We'll chug it.
Yeah, I don't. I'll be right back. Be right back.
Oh, hello. You're probably expecting some sort of sponsored ad to be here, but alas, that's not the case. But you can get that changed. If you'd like something of yours to be advertised on this show, why don't you send me an email at guyslcomedy@gmail.com. All right, now back to the show. Nice.
Batter up. Switch the batters up.
The
Hibbity. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that little commercial break.
Cold beers. What's that commercial about, bro?
Sponsoring me?
Oh, yeah.
No, it's literally
sponsor him.
Fuck. It's a lot of burps. Yeah, it's just me being like, hey, send me shit. Sponsor me and get me free shit so I can get money off this thing.
Wait, could you, do you have a graphic design software or something that you can actually turn all those flyers and stuff into PDF format, or how would that work?
I use Photoshop.
Yeah, you got Photoshop.
So how do I make it?
Yeah, would you be able to do you have access to that?
Yeah, because
for your podcast and everything, could you throw your own logos and stuff on there?
Yeah, I have to make a logo.
Yeah,
that's step one, is make the thing. I can. Yeah, I draw. Well, what I usually do is I draw it on paper, all my stuff basically, because this isn't how I know how to do it. Is just draw it on paper, black and white, take a picture of it, and then upload it to Photoshop, and then just play with the levels, the black and white levels, so it does look nice.
Yeah,
and then there you go. That's the picture. Very simple.
But yeah, bro. That's something I need some help with a couple of these ideas I have for t-shirts and brands and stuff. But
yeah, I do know how to do Illustrator a bit. I have to work on that one though. It's Adobe Illustrator. That's the graphic design. Well, there's a couple different softwares, so I have a little bit of experience in a couple of them. So Illustrator, that's to make the visuals and stuff. Photoshop is photos.
Yeah, just to take things out.
And you can draw in Photoshop too. Illustrator is better for making shapes and stuff, I think. And then I know a little bit about I guess Blender, but I used Maya. So a little bit of 3D modeling I can kind of do.
Do you have a print at the crib?
What?
Did you have a 3D printer at your crib?
At the school, we have one.
Cool.
So I got to print some stuff out. So I did print stuff out for the video game or the board game. So I printed out some pieces.
That's sick.
Yeah.
And you said they aren't hexagons; they are
Triangles. Well, I didn't 3D print the triangles. I laser cut those. No, did I?
Was a water jet with like a water
no,
laser?
with a heat laser, like a laser
sick.
laser.
Yeah.
But it was.
dope.
But here's the thing. No, I'm missing pieces that I designed because the heat laser or the laser cutter, you have to replace the laser tube every couple of years or every 2 years or so. Like it's a diode or whatever. It's like a big old fucking vacuum tube thing that shoots the laser. And so it's the end of the year, and the laser died.
Oh shit!
So
That's just probably expensive as fuck. What do you mean it
very
just died?
Well, the tube died.
Yeah,
It's basically the ink cartridge kind of for
true.
it. So the cartridge costs like I think $1,000 or something, and it takes a hot minute to. It's not as easy to replace, but it is replaceable. So I couldn't print it out because it was the end of the semester, and they couldn't do it in the summer. It's closed in the summer. So that was 2 years ago, I think now. So I got to get back into it and make the thing some more.
No, there was this thing that I went to. It was like a Comic-Con type event that they had here. And there were like 2 or 3 small like indie board game companies or whatever that were throwing down, and you could actually sit down and play with them, and they had their own characters like walking around. It was sick though.
That's like that's a lot of like the promos. Like there are those events of like like new board game events or like PAX. I think all those like video game. What are those called? Showcases? No, event.
Okay. Fan Fest. It was
Like
Fan
a fest, yeah. Like
I think that's what
like
this one was.
convention.
Convention, yeah.
Con. That's what cons
con,
are.
yeah.
A con, a convention. So there's a lot of like nerdy type conventions that they'll set up and like promote their shit. Like if they just get a publisher or trying to get a publisher, I think.
Yeah, I think. Fan Expo. That's the one I went to.
Expo.
Fan Expo, and it was here, dude. And my friend took me there because he works there and he for this company or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But bro, that shit was badass, bro. They have like all of the like the old time Spider-Man, the old time like cartoon actors actually there.
Yeah, the voice actors and stuff.
the voice actors and shit. It was pretty dope.
I've only ever been to one convention, and it wasn't one of those. Well, I mean, kind of was. It was I think it was an anime expo. It was one of them. All I remember was I saw a guy dressed like Jorgen von Strangle from Fairly Odd Parents. It was awesome. He had the big wand in the book and everything. I was like, this is the best.
That's the big like military boy, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that shit.
That's the Arnold Schwarzenegger type of guy. I feel like I said that name a little too fast. The Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't even.
Yeah, you do. Just say Arnold.
The Terminator.
Just say Arnold.
Arnie.
Yeah, just say Arnie.
It's their version of Arnold. Wow, guy, you got to cut that up. you gotta fix that part.
Wait, but bro, I think my favorite part about those expos are just that, like the people dressing up and like the time that they put into their fucking dude. There was this one guy that was a transformer, but had like it was like completely from like
those guys.
Like an opened up transformer, and then he would like come down to fold down
Those
into
are
a fucking
favorite.
car.
I love seeing those videos.
And the guy was huge too, dude. It was sick. I don't know if he was bigger.
Transformer.
Transformer. Yeah, I think that's what I said. Oh no.
Yes.
I think this was a.
I know. No,
there was 2. There was a Bakugan. Remember that shit? You remember
he was dressed as a Bakugan? I love Bakugan. It was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
That was such a good show. No, such a good game, I think. It was fun.
Yeah, it was a show, though, too.
No, it was a show. Yeah. That's how they promoted the game. That's like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Bakugan... Beyblade. Dude. Those shows were all made to sell toys.
Yeah,
and it 100%. Worked.
The Beyblade
worked.
That was my favorite shit, dude.
Beyblades are great. Favorite. I don't think I played them much as a kid. I would always make like paper spinners though in school, and we would do that as kids because we were like, I guess maybe a little too poor for the Beyblades, or just didn't have them.
Nah, it's expensive. The Beyblades.
They're metal too.
Yeah,
they hurt.
Dude, me and my brother had like the little bowls, like the arenas and shit. Yeah, I was big into that.
People are really into Beyblade. Even now, like, they get real technical with how...
Are they still out? Like, they still, like, sell new ones and shit?
I think so, but like the guys who like play it now, who played it as kids, they get real into it and like they custom make their own Beyblades, and like the arenas are really like specifically laid out. I think now to do it well. I don't
really
play
cool.
Beyblade.
Nah, yeah, that shit is fun times, baby.
But the one that I like that not a lot of people remember. Do you remember Beat 'em On?
Beat 'em on.
It was like
I don't.
You had like a little like kind of like a Gundam looking figure, and it had shot marbles out of it, and there was like a little arena you had to hit things with the marble shooters, and it was that one I loved.
Damn, I've never seen that now.
Beat 'em On was so cool and corny at the same time because it was. I don't know how them Japanese, they sure know how to sell toys to kids.
Yo, they make the fun toys.
They really do know how to do it. Actually, they've destroyed the market.
They're just like, how can we get people addicted?
They know. They have the secrets. Just make a cool toy that looks like a bit of like a robot warrior. Make an anime about it. Boom, you're selling billions.
Gundams. I used to fuck with Gundams too.
And Gundams are awesome. Yeah, I wasn't super big into them because you had to like make them, which I hated. I didn't like making model airplanes because I would always get the glue on my fingers and like it always never looked as good as I wanted it to. So I was like, fuck it. So that's Gundam. I hate Gundam. I don't hate
perfect.
Gundam. Gundam's cool. I never got into it that much.
Yeah, I'd always like buy them, just never complete them.
All right. We're at 45. Let's wrap this portion and do it on the rest on the Patreon. So, Misar London, where can the people find you? What you got going on?
So I run this show, y'all. Run this show called Casa Duran. You can follow me on Instagram at London Duran. You can also follow the comedy club Instagram at Casa Duran Comedy Club. We started in my apartment. Now we're taking it to different venues. But yeah, you can see him out there too, dog. He's gonna be throwing down in the next couple months. Catch your boy Guy SL. What's up?
And you can find me at Guy SL Comedy on Instagram and Guy SL Comedy on YouTube, which you should be on already if you're watching this. But subscribe, and subscribe to the Patreon.
Yes, sir.
Going to see part 2?
Yeah, we're about to be talking about some shit, baby.
Yeah, we're
all the deepest, darkest,
everybody we know,
the darkest secrets we have ever.
We're gonna get real nice and dark for you. But other than that, keep on keeping on, and no, that's not how the saying goes.
Don't smoke as much weed as me so you can dream.
Yes, regulate your dreaming behaviors.
Yeah.
Weed can help you go to sleep, but when you sleep, what? Dream.
Sleep well.
Weed dream. Oh, dream on, that's how I say it. Dream on.
One more time.
Dream on. Draymond. Green.
Draymond.
Green.
Dream.
Dreidel,
yeah, bro, you don't know
I made
that.
it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh, Dreidel, I shall play.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. What's up? What you got about that, dog?
What do you know about that?
I have a couple of Jewish friends, bro. I've eaten challah bread before.
You celebrate a Hanukkah?
Nah, I've celebrated
a bar mitzvah?
I have before, but no, we used to do Shabbat at my friend's house.
Shout out to Shabbat. Shout out to Michael.
And his mom would be like, "Nah, you guys can't go out until you have Shabbat."
Oh, they were.
I just like memorized that prayer.
It's a fun time. Nice bread. Nice food.
Good
usually.
bread.
Good times.
Good buttery bread.
Good buttery.
Buttery. Bread.
Buttery
Dreidels.
biscuit.
There's nothing better than that. Dreidels and good bread.
Buttery, flaky biscuits. Till next time.
Biscuits.
Buttery biscuits.
Big, sloppy,
juicy
biscuits.
biscuits. Biscuits. All right.
I just want to eat a